What's up, Digidestin? It's your boy GM. How's it going? Digimon Adventure episode 39. Let's get into this. But before I continue this review, I have a little favor to ask you guys. Please leave a thumbs up to this video. It really helps my video being viewed by other people. Much appreciated. Thank you so much. You guys are the absolute best. Basically, this episode was very simplistic, but it had a lot of beautiful moments. The group discovers a rest point where where traveling Digimon, can eat and relax at a burger joint, which is pretty cool. And there's this manager of the restaurant called Burgermon, and also there's this lovable little fella called Potemon who loves eating fries. At the same time, everybody's having a good time, relaxing. Even though the Digidestin were a little bit worried at first, they decided to just relax and enjoy themselves. And Joe is upset about one thing, is that nobody is eating the fries. And for him, he has fond memories about that because when he was during his exam periods, the only moment of peace and joy that he had during those periods was when he would sneak off and eat fries, and that was his moment of peace, as I just said. So again, we get a tiny little bit of history between him and fries on his personal life, I would say. I believe this is the first time in a long time, or ever in this series, that we've seen Joe in a more relaxed way, if you ask me. Usually, when they would stumble on a new Digimon, Joe would freak out. As much as he wants to be the leader, he always freaks out. He always comes to deliver at the end, but most of the time, he loves to freak out. But yeah, and when he saw Potemon enjoying fries, he immediately connected with the little fella. Like, they were like potato bud at as mentioned in the episode, and Gomamon joined in too as well. And seriously, seeing Joe this happy and joyful and for the first time in a very long time, if not ever, it was refreshing to see and beautiful as well. When Bergamon announced that they wouldn't be doing fries anymore because everybody, apparently their customers, just never eats them, he goes crazy. The little fella, Potemon, he goes crazy, eating all the remaining fries and goes off crying because he loves fries. And Joe is affected by that. He really connected with the little fella like that, and discovering that fries are not going to be made anymore, it really affected him as well. And to be honest, what the hell is a burger without fries? Like, you can't have one or the other. You have to have both. And a drink. Especially a drink. This spot is actually a location where vehicle type Digimon can get washed as well by Lunamon. And the bubbles that she produces are so thick that if you slip on them like Joe did, you're not gonna get harmed. You're not gonna go through the bubbles. It's like a pillow. Man, I wish we had that. Man, could you imagine a sort of pillow where you can wash yourself? Imagine you could wash yourself in bed without getting up from bed. That would be amazing. How come we haven't invented that just yet? Something that was very interesting as well. I think that it's not the first time that we've seen that in Digimon lore. We've seen Digimon being able to digivolve when they are affected by negative emotions. And we saw an example of that when Potemon digivolved to Jagamon. And at first, I was taken aback a little bit. I was surprised about that, but I was reminded that it's not the first time we've seen something like that. And hopefully, I hope it's not gonna be the last time we see this in this series, because I feel like we're gonna arrive at a point of the series where the Digidestin and their Digimon are gonna be battling against tougher adversaries. They're gonna be facing dark moments maybe, and that might affect the way their Digimon are digivolving. So it would be interesting to explore that route. Jagamon causes one hell of a chaos at the burger joint, and of course he's angry, he's confused, very angry, but mostly. And of course the other DJs pitch in, and I love how Joe was the leader in this episode this time, and every like for since the series has started, he claimed to be the leader, but it always ended up being Tai or Yamato doing the heroics. But this time he was the leader. He came up with a plan, and seriously, it was amazing to see Joe taking the lead as him being the senpai. You know, he's a leader and he's a senpai. He's both. So yeah, they use the soap being very cushy and all that, and to contain the explosion of the potatoes, and that worked as well. But the fact that Joe used Zudomon's hammer to the impact that it caused, the wind impact, I would say, to wash away the bubbles out of Commandomon to contain the explosion of the potatoes, very clever. I really love that. I'm not gonna say weird moment, but the out of the ordinary moment, I would say, in this episode was when Garomon Tailmon, when Tailmon digivolved to Angelmon. I was surprised to see her. It's like, oh, nice. We're gonna get to see Angelmon in this. And she embedded her divine powers into Zudomon's hammer. And Zudomon wasn't the one wielding the hammer this time. It was Joe, literally Joe, wielding a, I don't know, 30, 40, 50 feet tall hammer and bashed towards Jagamon with the crest of reliability glowing. Again, his crest, of course. I think in Japanese, the version of that crest is the crest of fate, if I'm not mistaken. Please correct me if I'm wrong. Thank you so much. And with that, they managed to bring Jagamon back to his senses. I find it very interesting that that Angelmon was able to imbue a weapon belonging to another Digimon with her divine power. I hope it's not going to be the last time we see something like that as well. And of course, we see something similar in the past about that. In the original Digimon Adventure series, back against Myodasmon, I remember everybody, when Angelmon created, the first time we saw, in the first episode that we saw her, she created an attack called Heavenly Charm. And inside of it, everybody fired their powers inside of it. And with that power gathered at one spot, she created a celestial arrow and fired against Myodasmon. So I hope that we get to explore more of those combination attacks, if you will. So it would be interesting to explore more of those as well. This episode was a very adorable and cute one, and what I love also about it is it put Joe in the front seat for once. He's the elder among the group, so I think it was nice to see him taking charge of things. Also, I love the fact that he wasn't freaked out. He was very brave as well. Actually, even the previous episode, we saw Joe being brave as he faced the enemy forces as well. So I hope we get to explore more of that side of Joe, because he's always the worry rat that we know of. But now, as the series is advancing, he seems to be braver, more confident about his own abilities as well. And no, seriously, I really hope that we get to see that side of Joe more often. But yeah, overall, it was a pretty simple episode, but yet with good moments, like a very cute and adorable episode as well. Then again, they explore a little bit about Joe, but again, it was a pretty cute episode. But tell me your thoughts about this episode. Did you love it? Did you hate it? I don't know. I don't read minds, so please use the comment section and let's all talk about it. And leave a thumbs up if you love my video. Please, I hope you did. And if you didn't, I'm sorry, but please don't give me a thumbs down, please. And I'll catch you guys next week. So in the meantime, please do me a favor, DJS10, for your homeboy. Take care of yourselves. See ya.